Good evening and welcome back. So tonight we're going to do a boxing video because the 2005 1960 reissue has found a new home in Kentucky. So we'll just go over this again really quick. So we got a maple top, mahogany back, mahogany neck, 490R, 490Ts. Pretty basic, simple, non-weight relieved. It's 10 pounds and a few ounces. Has a rosewood fretboard, has the vintage cleared inlays there, so they're not as bright as the other ones here that you see in a guitar. It's really supposed to have that 1960s vibe. So as you can see on the binding and everything, it's got that vintage clear on it. Just a beautiful guitar, really nice plain top. You can see a whole lot of bird's eye in it when you're looking at it from this angle. I did put the poker chip and the pick guard back on it because you guys know when I got this it did not have those on there. So go ahead and look at the back of it. It has the 1960 serial number that's screen printed on there, and it was changed to the Grover tuners by the previous owner. All the frets on it and everything are just in immaculate condition. There's no dents or no wear on them whatsoever. This guitar was taken very well care of, and it just shows very, very minimal play wear. The little bit of wear that it's on it is probably from wearing a shirt or something like I got, because you really got to look for it. But there's just a tiny little bit right there. And other than that, the one ding that I had in the picture, that's the only real flaw on the whole guitar. And it's just a really nice guitar. So the guy in Kentucky that bought this is going to be very happy with it. I had it up for sale for quite a while. I had a $22 to $100 offer on it with a hard case, and I passed on that. And what I did is I relisted it with a brand spanking new gig bag, and I lowered the price and just let it go. So these are normally selling on Reverb between $2,500 and $2,700. So he got a really good deal on this one because I sold it dirt cheap. So we're going to go ahead and get this boxed up tonight and shipped off to him. And because it's in a gig bag, I'm going to double box this. So we're going to go ahead and remove the switch tip and stick it in this little baggie right here. And I'm going to tuck the switch tip right in here next to this neck block. I'm going to go ahead and get it detuned as well. And now these strings are brand spanking new, so you're probably going to have to tune this a couple times before they're stretched out, because I literally just put them on like a week ago. I'll loosen just a little bit more here. You don't want to take all the tension off of them. You want it to hold it, but you don't want it to hold it so tight that if it takes a rack that it helps aid the breaking of the headstock or whatever. But anyhow, your switch tip is in here next to this neck block. So we'll go ahead and get this zipped up and make sure there's nothing in here that can hurt it. Nope. Yeah, all the little plastic things and everything are still on the zippers. This is literally brand spanking new. I love this case, to be honest with you. I'm going to keep one for myself just for when I want to travel to my dad's with a guitar, or to church, or to a friend's house or something. This thing is just absolutely wonderful. You can bump it into your car doors and throw it in on your car seat. You're not tearing nothing up, and there's more than enough adequate padding in here to keep it protected. So if you guys are interested, buy one of these from Stratosphere. I don't like the black ones or the white ones. I know people are like, oh, the new one's got two straps on them. But if you really, I've seen them in real life, and the black ones, the material is like really cheap. You know, it's nothing like these older brown ones. These ones are just awesome. I'll take the single strap one over the new double straps any day of the week. I've seen them in real life now, and I got to tell you, hands down, it's a better case. they're basically made exactly the same. Just in my opinion, the material that they use is a lot cheaper on the black ones than the white ones. Anyhow, without further ado, let's go ahead and finish getting this packed up here. Normally, I don't double box them, but since this isn't a gig bag and I want to be extremely careful and cautious, we're going to, oh, I wanted to do this too. Put it in a bag. I don't think I really need to. Usually I will put a case in the bag to keep the vinyl on the case from chafing inside the box, but I think this one's going to be okay. Because I got to stuff some paper in here, close this up, shove it in another box. There's no way it's going to chafe. So I'm going to save the step of adding the bag this time. I'm just going to go ahead and get some paper in here to keep it from shifting left and right. Keep it centered in the box there. Okay. Find some tape here. I know you bought it on Reverb, but you're getting eBay tape. I bought like 100 rolls of this stuff 3 years ago, and I'm still got a whole tote full of it. I don't need to get super technical with this one because it's just going inside of another box. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is inside of this box, which is really super heavy, I'm going to take cardboard box to put in the bottom of it so that the guitar has something to sit on, and if it should take a rack, it's going to have a nice air pocket in between the guitar in the bottom. And there we go. So I got just a little bit of space left there that I will put a piece of paper in. Just to keep it from slopping back and forth. And we're all done there. So this should make it down there absolutely fine with no problems whatsoever. The guy that purchased this is really lucky that he got it. He was interested in it, and he was asking me quite a few questions, and it was already in 3 people's carts, or 2 people's carts, yeah, 2 people's carts when he was talking to me. And he said he was going to put it in his cart, and I said, well, you can do that, but somebody can still buy it, because until you commit to it, it's up for the grabs. And then no sooner after I sent that message, I went back and looked, and 5 people had it in their cars. So I'm like, hey, FYI, if you want it, there's 5 people now that have it in their cart. It's not like I was trying to push a sale or nothing. There's just, I could tell that guy was interested in it because he was asking about it. The other 5 people weren't. So I figured, hey, he's obviously really interested in it. I might as well give him the heads up. So after I sent him that message, he ended up pulling the trigger. So we are now going to send it down to him. And I'm very positive that he's going to be happy with this guitar. I know my boxing videos are really boring, but I have to do this to protect the customer and myself, because this way I can prove not only to the customer that I did the right thing on packing it, I can prove it to Reverb, I can prove it to the post office if anything should come up busted on it from shipping or it comes up lost. Buy all my shipping labels and insurance through Reverb until you hit the 10 grand. Like Buckethead is sold for well over 10 grand. Zach Wild sold for well over 10 grand. I had to go directly to UPS and purchase the labels and insurance from them because Reverb stops insurance stuff after $10,000. So just a heads up to you guys, if you're out there selling on Reverb and you have some expensive guitars and you're gonna pull more than 10 grand for them, be prepared to spend some money. And let me tell you what, both Buckethead and Zach Wild cost me well over $200 to ship them. So, matter of fact, the insurance alone, I think, was $198 or whatever per guitar. And then the shipping was like $50, $60, whatever. But yeah, it's very expensive, especially when you're not getting that Reverb discount. It's a pretty big blow. So now that we have this all taped up and ready to roll, I will have to take it up to my office and print out the shipping label on this and get it in the mail tomorrow morning. Just so you know, there is a hole right here, little dent there, and a couple little ones right here. I'll throw a couple pieces of tape over them just to identify that there was previous damage, so you don't have to worry that that was done on this shipment. So I'll just put a couple pieces of tape there just to identify there was previous damage there, and as well as here. So if the box shows up with any other kind of damage on it, you'll know you need to start looking. All right, so there she is, all ready to go to her new home. So I hope you enjoy this. I know I enjoyed it, hanging here with the gold tops. I probably should have took a quick shot of it down there next to them, because from a distance, this looks like a gold top next to the gold tops. It's not until you really walk right up on it you can tell it's a Honeyburst. Beautiful guitar, absolutely loved it. I would keep them all if I could, but this is my hobby. If I want to keep building them and providing them to you guys, this is what I have to do. I got to let them go. There are a couple that I really don't want to let go, and that is definitely my 345, my green one they only made 25 of, and this new 2021 and I'm building, I'm really starting to dig it. So I have my 345 since they only made 25 of them. I've got it priced several thousand more than everybody else's. Matter of fact, I don't even think there's any out there right now, but I want to keep that one. And so if somebody wants to take that from me, they're going to have to pay for it because there was only 25 of them. But I'm getting off track here. I'm just basically rambling and talking. But yeah, this guitar, it was really nice guitar, and I absolutely loved it, and it's now yours. So enjoy this, and please leave me positive feedback once you get this. I will get this out to you first thing in the morning. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We are going to be doing some giveaways and stuff here very soon as well, so stay tuned. Till next time.